Tonight on CTV News at 5, from a destructive fire to a flood, how a downtown air business was impacted by the series of unfortunate events. Plus, travel health checklist, how to pack smart and prepare for your spring break vacations. And swiping right on safety, how researchers at the University of Waterloo are working to take the dangers out of dating apps. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It's been quite a challenging week for people living and working in downtown Ayr. They're experiencing flooding after water breached the banks of the Nith River, and it comes just a week after fire ripped through a building in the area. CTV's Jeff Pickle has been following both developments for us. Jeff, you spoke with a business owner who was impacted by both the fire and the flood.
Well, Leanne, the White Willow Medi Spa is right next to the building that was destroyed by the fire, really only a few feet separating the two. After surviving the fire last week, they were dealt another blow this week when water from the nearby Nith River started filling their basement. Now, the fire broke out on Monday, March 2nd. The building was demolished later that night. Despite the size of the fire, crews were able to limit the damage and no other buildings were impacted by the fire. The White Willow Spa sustained water damage from that firefighting effort. More water damage followed this Monday when the Nith River flooded. According to the White Willow's owner, the flood damage is minimal, but the events are taking an emotional toll.
It's just a lot to continue to pile on, and although the flood itself wasn't a huge impact to us, it's just more of like insult to injury, and now we're trying to fix again what we were just fixing before.
And the White Willows say they hope to partially reopen later this week after a very difficult week of repairs. Leanne?
Yeah, one thing after the other. Okay, Jeff, thanks for that. CTV's Jeff Pickle joining us live this hour. Flood warnings and watershed statements have been issued for many communities right across southern Ontario. It comes as unseasonable warmth moves in, coupled with rapid snowmelt, heavy rainfall, and the potential for thunderstorms. The risk of flooding will be elevated in many areas due to saturated, frozen ground with waterways already near capacity. The Grand River Conservation Authority issuing new flood warnings today as river levels continue to rise right across the watershed. It's also upgraded an existing alert for West Montrose, while warnings remain in place for areas like St. Jacobs, Conestoga, New Hamburg, Ayr, Drayton, Grand Valley, and Brant County, as well as a flood watch for the remainder of the watershed. It's a good time to dive deeper into that forecast with Ashley Bacon. Of course, Ash, we've been talking about it this week. We know it's coming, yes, and you can feel it in the air out there too.
Absolutely. Today is a day where news and weather really combined as one thing, and we are seeing some spotty showers throughout Waterloo Region. It's really humid out there. We broke a heat record today, which I'll get into in the main weather forecast, but it has been a wild one and it's just getting started. Let's take a look at some alerts boards. There's a rain warning, yellow warning. 20-40 millimeters of rain is expected, higher possible amounts in areas as thunderstorms potentially roll through. This is expected to last at least until tomorrow evening. And of course, as we've just seen, local flooding could occur. Lots of ground saturation has not happened because of frozen areas. So do stay safe. Yellow freezing rain warning up in the Bruce Peninsula, Sauble Beach, Tobermory area with ice accretion between 5 and 10 millimeters expected. So it is going to be a messy one out there right now. Very warm still out there, 15 degrees, 11 kilometer-an-hour winds, so not too windy. If we take a quick look at our satellite, you can see there is a band of precipitation that is hovering around Waterloo Region. That's only just going to pick up in the evening hours. Let's take a look outside at the Highway 8 passes over the Grand River. It is very almost hazy out there at the moment, Leanne. A fog, of course, because of the heat and humidity, and we are, like I said, starting to see some sprinkle showers happening.
Yeah, it is that calm before the storm, and you can most certainly feel it out there this afternoon.
Absolutely.
All All right, we'll take a break. Ashley will be back with the full forecast. We have more news ahead too. Here's what you need to know as we do so. If you're looking for a laugh, you can head over to the museum tomorrow night for the Silver Stand-Up Grand Finale comedy show. It goes from 7 until 8:30 p.m. Tickets are $35. Stay with us.
Download the CTV News app and stay on top of local stories as they unfold.
We go to a dramatic scene unfolding.
Customize your feed and watch live wherever you are. CTVKitchener.ca, your home for news.
We are into the second week of the new curbside collection for waste in Waterloo Region. Some residents say there are still some hiccups with the new process. Many residents along the Country Way in Kitchener still have their green bins out today. People we spoke to who live on that street say they've had the bins out since their scheduled pickup day, which was Friday. On the weekend, the region posted online saying anyone who didn't have their bin picked up last week should put them out by Monday morning. But green bins in this area never got picked up.
I'm a little upset with it because the new system, right? I understand, yeah, it takes time and all that, but you think I've heard there's other neighboring communities around that have the same type of system. You think they would have gone and asked information, how'd your rollout go your first week, blah, 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 but.
The region did not make anyone available for an interview today, but has told CTV News it will take time for staff to get used to the new process and are asking residents to be patient.
Well, with spring and March break, travel trips just around the corner, Sherry Torkos is here to talk about how we can keep healthy on our holidays. Thanks for being here, Sherry.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, we've got a lot to talk about today, from relatively common ailments that people face while they're traveling. Let's start with traveler's diarrhea.
Right, so traveler's diarrhea can really put a damper on the fun times if you're spending a couple days in your room by the toilet and having diarrhea. So what's happening with traveler's diarrhea is we get it by consuming food or water that's contaminated with bacteria. That upsets the normal balance of bacteria in our gut, and we end up with diarrhea. It affects about 40 to 60% of international travelers. Wow. So it's quite common, even at the 5-star resorts.
I was just going to say, this can affect you whether you're at a backpackers or a very fancy place you're spending a lot of money on.
That's right. So you want to be proactive, and what I would recommend is taking care of your gut before you leave. So consuming foods that have beneficial bacteria like kefir, yogurt, kombucha, that's really beneficial. And also starting a good quality probiotic at least 2 weeks before you leave on your trip.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about that probiotic.
Yeah, so you need to look for a specific strain of probiotic. So probiotics have many different types and forms, and Saccharomyces boulardii is the one that's in this now probiotic. This one has actually been studied specifically for its ability to help protect and prevent traveler's diarrhea, and also to help with acute diarrhea. So say you're not on it, it happens, you can also take that acutely. So that should be started at least 2 weeks prior. Take it with you. This doesn't need to be refrigerated. So this one is stable at room temperature, and it's gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan. So if you do get traveler's diarrhea or upset stomach, rehydrate with lots of water, coconut water, and bananas are good too.
That's a great tip, because you can usually find those places in most destinations. All right, ears and eyes are also exposed quite frequently when traveling because of water. Everyone likes to go for a swim.
We like to go swimming, and if you put your head under the water and you get water that has bacteria in your eyes or ears, it can lead to infection potentially.
Of course. Now tell me about this product, which, if my understanding is correct, can help with both. So it's two-in-one almost.
Yeah, this is new. It's by Bausch & Lomb, and it's the Soothe antibiotic drops that are good for swimmer's ear and also pink eye. So those are two very common infections that happen when we travel. This is not a preventative. This is something you take if you start to have issues. So with the eyes, redness, itching, discharge, or with the ears, aching or feeling that there's, muted hearing, a bit of an earache, an external ear infection, that's when you would want to start using this. And I would recommend bringing this with you. It's available here in Canada. I don't know if it's available in other countries. It's over the counter too, without a prescription. So you can find that in all major pharmacies. And then prevention as well. So for the little ones, goggles and protective
Simple
eyewear.
And it works, right?
Yes, exactly.
Now, of course, holidays should be about relaxing and taking some time to unwind, de-stress, and catch up on some sleep.
It should be. And yet sometimes the travel on the way to the trip can be stressful. We deal with things at the airports or weather delays or room issues. So a few things that can help take the edge off the stress. One would be magnesium.
Okay.
Magnesium is nature's relaxation mineral. This helps to get you out of that fight and flight state and into the rest and relax mode. This one in particular contains this natural calm, contains magnesium bisglycinate.
Okay.
The reason I would recommend that is it is highly absorbed and it does not cause diarrhea, unlike say magnesium oxide, which is in common laxatives, has a laxation effect. You don't want that. You want to feel relaxed.
It's very important to get those two correct.
And this also helps to sleep. So that's the one that you want to look for, and you can find that in health food stores and some pharmacies. The other thing I'll mention too is a good arnica gel. This is magnesium with arnica. So if you have muscle tension, soreness, fatigue, aches and pains, say you're doing a lot of hiking or swimming, that's a good gel to have on hand. And then melatonin if you're going to different time zones.
Oh,
if you're
that's a great
changing more
choice.
than 3 hours time zones, melatonin can help to reset that internal clock and get you on track.
Fantastic. And lastly, we've got to talk about skin protection.
Yes, very important.
Yes.
And the news with sun protection is that a lot of sunny destinations are now banning chemical sunscreens because of their damage to the coral reefs and the environment. So look for a mineral-based sunscreen. There's a few options that I have here. Mineral sunscreens contain zinc and titanium. They're not absorbed into the skin. They lay on the surface, reflect the sun's rays, and so they provide immediate protection. You don't need to put them on 20 minutes before.
Oh, okay.
They work right away. Don't forget your hat and glasses. And the areas that are more prone to sunburn, the back of the ears, the neck, those are also high areas for skin cancer rates. So you want to have somebody maybe help you with your sunscreen, and be careful with those sprays because often you don't get good coverage.
All right, there you have it. The great travel tips to keep healthy on your next holiday. Thanks, Sherry.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, great advice there, especially if you're getting away from March break. We are going to take a quick break, but first we'll tell you what you need to know. The 2026 Ring at Ontario Provincial A Championships are happening this week. The tournament runs Thursday to Sunday. You can check out the games at Rim Park and Sports World Arena. You are a busy gal today because there's lots going on, weather-wise, lots to get to and talk about.
Oh my goodness. I mean, between rain, record-breaking warmth, potential snow on the way, thunderstorms. I mean, let's just call this the weather show.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, you can feel it out there.
Yes.
The humidity in the air. We know the storm's coming.
Oh yeah, you can also see it in the hair as well.
I know.
It's starting to frizz out pretty good. Let's take a look back outside and get right into it. This is Kitchener this hour. You can see it's very hazy out there, a little bit foggy. And as Leanne put it earlier in the show, I think you were spot on, Leanne. This is the calm before the storm. We have already seen some spot showers throughout Waterloo Region throughout the day, but nothing really sticking. Now combine that with the temperature, that's what's caused all of this humidity, and it is going to be quite a wet night ahead. Let's get right into some alerts that Environment Canada have issued for the day. There's a rain yellow warning in effect for all of southern Ontario. 20 to 40 millimeters of rain is expected. Higher amounts are possible as thunderstorms roll through, so concentrated areas may see more. This is going to last until tomorrow night, and of course local flooding can occur, so be wary if you are out by waterways. A freezing rain yellow warning is also in effect for the Bruce Peninsula, Sauble Beach, Tobermory. Ice accretion between 5 and 10 millimeters is expected. This is as well going to last through to Wednesday night, and as we know, it can cause some very slippery and dangerous conditions both on roadways and walkways, and as we saw over the last few days, some shoreline issues with folks out fishing, so do be safe if you're out there. Let's look at our futurecast rather. You can see there is already a band of precipitation hovering over Waterloo Region. That is going to continue to push through, but as we get into the overnight hours, that's when things really pick up pace. The darker the green, then into the yellow. yellow and orange. That indicates more heavier rain and possible storms. We're going to see that sweep through our region a couple of times. Tomorrow afternoon, we might see another storm sweep through. So it's going to be a long-lasting system overnight and into tomorrow. Now, what happens overnight Wednesday, temperatures are expected to drop back down to normal. So we might see a conversion into flurries by your commute Thursday morning. So it's not necessarily out of the woods once we get over the rain there. Looking at what's happening right now across the country, a bit of rain in Vancouver, a high of 3 degrees, just over the Rockies. A mix of sun and cloud for Edmonton and -2 in the Prairie provinces, -6 for Saskatoon, -5 in Winnipeg. At least the sun is shining there. In Ottawa, 7 degrees, 16 in Windsor, so still very warm south of us in Windsor. On the east coast, Fredericton, a very comfortable 17 degrees, but just north in Labrador City, -17. So a stark difference there, just a little, I mean, it's pretty far apart, but you know, not too bad. 15 in Kitchener, Waterloo right now, so very warm out there still. That's why we're feeling all that humid weather. Temperatures expected to go down to around 3 tomorrow, 10 to 20 millimeters overnight. Tomorrow we are looking at a high of 6 degrees with that rain, and of course that rain continuing with the chance of thunder showers throughout. Looking at our almanac, we hit a high today of 19 degrees, beating a record set back in 2001 of 16.3. So a very warm day indeed here. Looking at our 5-day forecast for Waterloo Region, flurries continuing in for Thursday, a high of 1 degree for both Thursday and Friday. Cloudy conditions for your Saturday and 0. So Leanne, we're getting back to winter-like conditions. We just got to get through the rain first.
All right, Ash, we'll wait for it. Thanks very much. A Cambridge landlord says a small collection of snow has turned into a big bill. Kayla Andrade owns a 6-unit rental property on Elgin Street North and says the city mailed her a bill for nearly $700 for snow clearing. She says it came after a light snow, which resulted in the city showing up, leaving a notice at the property, which she doesn't live at, and then clearing it themselves before she even knew there was an issue.
They definitely did not give me enough time, and it still was not at the timing that they gave me before they came out and took matters into their own hands and started working on my property and then sends me the invoice.
At 6, Spencer Turcotte will look at what she wants to see change when it comes to notifying property owners. And here's what's trending today. Canadian basketball superstar Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to shoot for the record books, making history again last night, and the Hamilton native did it in heroic fashion.
There he is. SGA with 5. SGA step back 3. He's got it!
That clutch 3 with the clock ticking down buried the rival Denver Nuggets. SGA not only hit the game winner, but he tied NBA legend Wilt Chamberlain in the record books with his 126th straight game with at least 20 points, which is the longest streak in league history. As usual, the reigning MVP praised his teammates in victory.
We didn't really bring it tonight defensively, but we brought it offensively, and guys like J. Will, AJ, Isaiah Joe, J. Mac, like they brought it offensively.
Now, with 51 wins and just 15 losses, the defending champion Thunder have the best record in the NBA. All right, stay with us. We have more news ahead, but first we will tell you what you need to know. Grab your friends and head over to New Hamburg to test your knowledge at Scram and Dram tonight for Trivia Tuesdays. The fun goes from 7 until 9 p.m. In tonight's Digital Dive, we are saying goodbye to a beloved weather prognosticator. The town of South Bruce Peninsula has announced that Wiarton Willie has died. The news comes as the festival just celebrated its 70th anniversary. You can read more on our website, scan the QR code, download the CTV News app, or go to ctvnewskitchener.ca. Here's the final 5 stories we're following today. Ontario's finance minister is set to table the provincial budget on March 26th. Peter Bethlenfalvy announced the date today at a speech to the Empire Club of Canada. He says the budget will focus on mitigating economic risks by spending on innovation, competitiveness, and infrastructure. Bethlehem Falvey says the budget will take a balanced fiscal approach, supporting public services and infrastructure while maintaining flexibility. MPPs have been on break from the legislature since December and are set to return to Queen's Park on March 23rd. A new survey finds from Interact show nearly 8 in 10 Canadians believe AI is enabling fraudsters to create highly convincing scams faster than ever. It finds more scams are capitalizing on breaking news and current events, making it harder to differentiate between real messages and fraud. In the past 6 months, nearly 6 in 10 respondents say they've experienced a tariff-related scam, including messages about packages being held or delayed, customs or import fees, or customs impersonation calls. A quarter of Canadians have noticed an increase in scam attempts that reference rising cost of living pressures, including overdue bill notices, utility shutoff threats, and offers of government assistance. The social media platform TikTok will be allowed to continue operating in Canada after agreeing to enhance security for users. In 2024, the federal government ordered TikTok to take its business out of the country because of national security risks. However, Ottawa never banned the app. A federal court reversed that order in January and demanded another review. Ottawa now says TikTok can keep its business in Canada. In turn, the platform will enhance privacy protections and has agreed to invest in the country's cultural sector. Swiping right on safety. To help users navigate the dangers of dating apps, researchers at the University of Waterloo have launched a new interactive tool. The Safety Map compiles information from 30 of the most popular dating apps and identifies any potential safety risks and concerns users may have. Researchers say the goal is to help users make informed decisions before downloading a dating app and to stay safe while chatting online.
For people who maybe haven't experienced harm in these spaces, it gives them a starting place so that knowing that this could happen, it gives them a point to get started and see what these apps involve, see which apps have safety features, which ones don't, and kind of go from there before they start their dating app journey.
At 6, CTV's Alexandra Hollick shows us how the Safety Map is bringing red flags to the forefront. Okay, and finally for us, a large crowd came out to celebrate a four-legged legend who got to hit the waves one last time in California. Sugar, the surfing dog, got on her board to shred the waves for the last time this weekend as she continues her battle with cancer. The 16-year-old former rescue dog went from roaming the streets to becoming a 5-time world dog surf champion and is the first animal ever inducted in the Surfers Hall of Fame. A GoFundMe has been set up to help with Sugar's medical expenses. Sugar is a sweetie and a good surfer, that's for sure. Okay, we'll leave it there. We're back at the top of the hour. For now, over to CTV National. Good night.